evening to everyone, and welcome to the Red Eye Special, game number 8 on day number 2 of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, the 41st edition of this tournament. For the second year in a row, it is the same two teams playing in this game, as Collinsville and Lincoln are set to go. Collinsville come in with a record of 6-7, whilst Lincoln come in at 10. Whoa. I got it. Quit messing with it. Anyway. Lincoln come in at 10-3. We are getting ready to go here. Collinsville making their way out onto the court for their final run before we get underway. Collinsville, of course, coached by Hank Matthews. Lincoln coached by Neil Alexander in year 36. And this is, you said
the fourth year in a row that Collinsville has played Lincoln in this tournament.
So 25, 24, 23, 22.
Yep.
I know 18. There was a semifinal.
2014, we played them in the championship game.
Yep. And I'm sure there have been several other matchups over the years. But those are just the ones we can think of. Anyway, Collinsville coming off of a loss to Triad. Lincoln coming off of a loss to MacArthur. We're going to go ahead and run through the starters for you since we have them. It'll be the same five as it's been for both teams. For Collinsville, it'll be Chase Wilkinson, the 6-foot senior, Kamari Mays, the 6'1 junior, DeAndre Brown, the 5'10 senior, Jordan Taylor, the 6'6 senior, and Caleb Garcia, the 6'7 freshman. For the Lincoln Rail Splitters, Tate Awe, the 6'1 junior, Carson Komnick, the 6'3 senior, Brody Tungate, the 5'11 senior, Bryce Vlakovic, the 6'5 junior, and Brett Hayes, the 6'6 junior. We're going to go ahead and take our first break here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of action here in a moment.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Softwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Are you a collector of sports trading cards and other sports memorabilia? Then you need to check out Rippin' Rookies Cards and Collectibles in Collinsville. Rippin' Rookies specializes in sports cards from all the major sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, plus Star Wars cards and more. Rippin' Rookies buys, sells, and trades cards and other memorabilia, and they have a large selection of single and graded cards. Walk-ins at Rippin' Rookies are welcome, or you can set up an appointment for large collections at sales@rippinrookies.com. Rippin' Rookies, 102 East Clay Street in the Old Herald Complex. Open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Rippin' Rookies, Collinsville sports card and memorabilia destination.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Mike and Sarah's Produce in Collinsville is a one-stop destination for seasonal fruits, vegetables, and more. Located at 116 North Bluff Road, Mike and Sarah's Produce features fresh selections of your favorite fruits and veggies, from cherries, peaches, and watermelons to corn, tomatoes, and zucchini. You can find all of your produce needs at Mike and Sarah's. Seasonal favorites such as pumpkins in the fall, summer peaches, spring asparagus, and more. Plus, Mike and Sarah's Produce is a go-to in the spring for flowered plants, hanging baskets, and a large selection of fresh seafood. Mike and Sarah's Produce, 116 North Bluff Road in Collinsville. Stop by today. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook, 618-795-9893. Looking for a new place to catch the game with a cold drink and some great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large-screen TVs to catch the latest Kahawk games and all of the pro sports across the spectrum, and all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman and Josh Roseman here with you, getting ready to go for 5th place semifinal number 2. As we are ready to go, it'll be Taylor and Vlakovic to tip things off, and we're going to go ahead and let Josh run play-by-play for this one. Good luck, kid.
Jordan will win the tip-off for Collinsville, and he will drop it back to DeAndre Brown. DeAndre Brown will bring it across half court. Throw it over to Jace Wilkinson. Jace Wilkinson will quickly throw it back over to DeAndre and over to Jordan. Back to Jace on the wing. Will get bumped a little bit there by All, but managed to stay with it. Pass it over to Kamari and then back to Jace. Jace at the top of the key will take a couple steps, but throw back over to DeAndre. DeAndre will try to find Jordan and swing it back out to DeAndre. He'll cut the baseline, throw up a layup. That's unable to fall. Caleb Garcia with a good rebound, but that's a shot clock violation, and it will be Lincoln ball.
Consul definitely taking their time against the 1-2-2. Yeah. They will, I think that's probably the goal for Collinsville, I think, is to see if they can't speed Lincoln up a little bit, although Collinsville, in fairness, have actually played pretty slow. So we'll see how well Coach Matthews knows the Lincoln patterns.
Tungate on the wing. He'll cut the baseline and try to make a layup, but Jordan Taylor with the rebound, and he'll drop it off for Jace Wilkinson. Jace Wilkinson closely guarded by Tungate. Jace will pass it over to DeAndre. Got to get it across half court, and that's a 10-second violation. Not a great start for Collinsville.
Yeah, the 1-2-2. The 1-2-2 is a bit weird if you haven't seen it before, and this is a new look Collinsville team, and we've mentioned it before. This is not a Collinsville team that has seen a ton of zone this year,
no.
So that might be something that Lincoln are going to be able to exploit.
Tungate out on the wing. He'll pass it over to Vlakovic. And the Hayes back to Tungate from about 15 feet, but that's short, and it will be a turnover and Collinsville ball.
A bit of a interesting start for both teams as we're scoreless 91 seconds in.
Taylor, will inbound into Jordan, back over to Taylor. Taylor quickly to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will throw it over across the Kahok head there for DeAndre Brown. Back over to Wilkinson. Take a couple steps and then pass it over to Kamari. Kamari looking for Jordan. Mismatch back out to Caleb from about 15 feet. Good.
Yeah, that's pretty good zone offense there from the Kahawks. Worked it into the middle, worked it inside out, able to get it to Caleb on the baseline. It's something that kind of got taken away from the Kahawks. Three-point corner play. Here it is.
Yep.
Well, Jace tried.
Oh,
good
for
screen. 3. Yep, that's that play has been run by Lincoln for as long the past
all of
7 years.
All of Cal's career, maybe.
I swear everybody knows the play. That is the one play that everybody in the gym knows.
Caleb Garcia's on the baseline. He'll look for some help, throw it back out to Kamari. Kamari will throw it over to Jace on the wing. Now back on top of the key. He'll throw it over to Kamari. Kamari will throw it back to Jace. He looks for a shot, but pass over to DeAndre. He'll cut the baseline and take maybe a couple 2 steps, but that's another shot violation on Collinsville. The Lincoln defense is really giving Collinsville some trouble.
Yeah, that's the smart idea. You know, DeAndre driving the baseline. Just got too far underneath the basket, wasn't able to get a shot up. I mean, that's where the zone is weak in the middle and from behind. So Collinsville trying to do those things, and but didn't work quite as well on that one.
Hayes in the corner. He'll pass it off to that's Vlakovic. Back to Hayes. He'll cut into the post, but throw it out to Komnick for 3. Good. DeAndre and Jordan will quickly inbound the ball. DeAndre right in front of Coach Matthews. Throw it back over to Jordan. Jordan will jump pass back to DeAndre just across half court. Pass it out to Jace Wilkinson right on the nose of the Kahawk. Jace will take a couple steps. Look, throw it into Caleb Garcia, who will find DeAndre on the wing. Back out to Wilkinson. Over to Kamari. Back out to Wilkinson. Back to Kamari. Tried to go back into Caleb, but deflected by Awe. And Tungate will bring it up for Lincoln. Slow it down. Throw it over to Vlakovic. Back out to Tungate. Over to Awe for 3. Or no, excuse me, that's Komnick for 3. Rebounded by Tungate. Back over to Komnick. He'll throw it over to Tungate. Out to Awe. Over to Vlakovic. Over to Hayes. Hayes in the corner. Will throw it back out to Tungate. Tungate looking for a shot, but very good defense from DeAndre Brown. He'll pull up, and that is far bit short, and that will be a shot clock violation on Lincoln.
Yeah, well, ball went out of bounds anyway, but yeah, that's been the trick. Good defense. Lincoln with just the slightly better offense so far.
DeAndre will throw it over to Jordan. Jordan throws it over to Jace just across half court. Jace will bring it in. Jace will tell his teammates to move. Look for some help. Throw it over to DeAndre in the corner. DeAndre closely double teamed. Back out to Jace Wilkinson. Almost threw it too far. He'll look for Jordan or Caleb, but lost. Yeah, deflected by Comnick. And that will be another turnover for Collinsville as Tungate will bring it across half court. Tungate will throw it over to Awe. Closely guarded by Wilkinson. Awe will throw it into Hayes over to Vlakovic. Vlakovic back out to Tungate. Tungate will poked away by DeAndre Brown.
All knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with Lincoln. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Low scoring, but a pretty good crowd. Helps when you got the hometown team playing the 9 o'clock game, and Lincoln always bring a good amount of fans too.
Comnick on the corner. He'll pass it into Hayes. Hayes looking for help to swing to Vlakovic for 3, but no good. And Kamari Mays will pick up the rebound. Throw it over to DeAndre. DeAndre will trying to find Jordan, but got cut off over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson stuck. Throw it out to DeAndre. DeAndre will take a couple steps, throw it into Caleb. Caleb will get it to Jordan Taylor. He'll take a layup, but unable to get it to fall, and that's rebounded by Carson Comnick.
Yeah, Matthews wanted the foul, but I think Jordan got it a little bit too far out, but that's the right idea.
Hayes in the corner. He'll pass it out to Tungate. Tungate will cut through and go right to the rim and airball the layup. Kamari Mays will pick up a rebound and pass it to Jace Wilkinson. Jace Wilkinson will poke that by Awe. Throw it over to DeAndre. DeAndre will pull it from about 15, and that's off. Rebounded by Awe. He'll quickly pass it over to Comnick. Comnick will gather his thoughts and work its way back over to Lincoln's end of the court. Lincoln will throw it over to Tungate. Closely guarded by DeAndre, who will pick up a steal. And it's fouled, and one, count the bucket.
Yep, that's what DeAndre can do. Able to apply some pressure and get the run-out layup and one. Foul is on Tungate as JaPaul Hudson will come in for the Kahawks, take the place of Garcia.
Garcia had a great game earlier today. 2 big threes.
Lincoln will respond with the substitution of their own, as they'll bring in Hunter Clark, kind of match personnel a little bit, get Hayes out of there. Go with their slightly smaller lineup.
First free throw from Brown is, well, the only free throw from Brown is good.
Timeout Collinsville. 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and take one as well. Back in a minute here on the Kahok Sports or Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
We welcome you back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium between Lincoln and Collinsville. Carson Comnick quickly bring the ball up and pass it over to Tungate, guarded by DeAndre. Right on top of the Kahawk. He'll throw it over to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will find Brett Hayes.
Yeah, Brett Hayes.
No, that's Hunter Clark.
Excuse me. Yes.
Excuse me. Brett Hayes threw it to.
Oh no, that's just a ball out of bounds. Oh no, they got DeAndre for the foul, so we'll reset to 20.
Okay. We'll inbound it to Comnick. Comnick will throw it out to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will throw it back over to Comnick and back over to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will give it to Tungate. Tungate will drop it off to Awe. Over to Clark. Clark will bring it over into Comnick, who will pull up from the key and unable to get the fall. Rebounded by JaPaul Hudson. JaPaul Hudson will drop it off to Wilkinson, who will quickly throw it over to DeAndre. DeAndre will gather it and pass it back out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will throw it over to DeAndre. DeAndre thought about the three, but decided to give it back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will pass it into Kamari, who's trying to find Jordan, and he did. Jordan will throw it out to Wilkinson, but that is blocked by Tungate. And then we have a foul on, I believe, DeAndre or
Jace calling for a chop.
Just the third foul here in this game, as Komnick will inbound it to Tungate, and then back to Komnick, and then back to Tungate. Guarded by DeAndre and Kamari. Pass it into Komnick, who thought about the three, but decided to pass it off to Vlahovic, and Jordan Taylor said, get that out of here.
Block shot.
Yeah.
Into the Collinsville cheerleaders.
As All will look to inbound. He'll throw it over to Komnick. Komnick will cut the key, run across the post, and throw it out to Tungate. Tungate guarded by DeAndre. Tungate will split two defenders, pull up, and hit the kind of the corner of the backboard, and that will do it here in the first quarter of play.
Score is 6-5.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back for the second here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is #1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, as the referee will drop the ball for Komnick to inbound to Tungate. Tungate will bring it across half court. Guarded by DeAndre Brown. Tungate will throw it over to Komnick in the corner, guarded by Kamari, kind of swatted at it, but no foul. All will get it on the wing, guarded by Wilkinson. Back out to Tungate, back out over to Komnick, and then over to Vlahovic. Back out to Tungate, to Clark, over to All. All will look for some help, and he'll throw it out to Vlahovic. Vlahovic will quickly throw it over to Komnick, who will drop it off to All for Tungate. He'll pull it from about 15, and that's a bit short as Jordan Taylor get the rebound, and then I believe they'll call a foul on Tungate.
Yes, and that is his second, and so that's a little bit concerning. No motion from Coach Alexander, but yeah, they don't really have anybody else that can play point guard.
Yeah, no, not really. He touches the ball a lot as he gets a steal, but he decides to back it out, and he'll back it out for All over to Komnick, who really thought about the three but decided to give it back to Vlahovic. He'll drop it off for Tungate, back to Komnick in the corner, and that almost fell but did not, and that will be Collins.
We'll take that. I sure thought
ball.
I sure thought that went off of Jordan, but
I guess they said
they'll
Komnick
say
touched it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it went off of Clark. So we'll yeah, okay.
DeAndre will throw it over to Kamari, and Kamari will. That is.
Whoa!
Holy crap! About took the head off of Corey Garcia.
Yeah,
that would have been good from 30 on the football field.
Yeah, get
get that kid in some pads. Man, we'll be calm.
All right.
Will be Collinsville ball. Kamari will inbound it to JaPaul. He'll drop it off, throw a lob, but Jordan decided to just kind of tap it in. As now it is, as the kids are going crazy because it is 6-7. As you have the Kahok Crazy mascot doing it on the video board. And Komnick will get Clark will throw the ball out to Tungate, and then over to Vlahovic, or Komnick. Back to Vlahovic, back to Clark. Komnick will come over and pick up the ball. He thought about giving it to All, but kind of just decided not to, I guess. Give it out to Tungate. Tungate to Clark. He'll drop it off for Komnick. Komnick will cut the team and airball that, and that's picked up by Japal before it could go out of bounds. He'll drop it off to Kamari. Kamari will, and they'll get another foul on Tungate, and that's 3.
Yeah, this is not ideal for Lincoln.
No.
Henry Stolzenberg will come in off the bench, a 5'7" sophomore. Did not get a lot of playing time in the loss to MacArthur earlier, and we have another kick ball, this time by A-U-E.
Yes, but it is Awe. As Kamari will inbound it to DeAndre. DeAndre really thought about the 3, passed it over to Japal. Japal will drop it off for Wilkinson. DeAndre on the top of the post. He'll throw it over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will take a 3, and that will fall. And it will be 10-6 in favor of Collinsville. About 2.5 minutes here in the second quarter, as Komnick will run straight right to the rim, coast to coast like butter on toast.
Foul is on Hudson, able to get around DeAndre. Foul is on Japal. Yep. Eli Ramey will come in for the Kahawks, take the place of DeAndre. Eli got pretty significant minutes in the game earlier, with DeAndre in foul trouble early and Jason foul trouble later.
Free throw from Komnick is good. Bring it back in within 1.
Komnick with, Komnick with 6 points now. That's not the pass.
Yeah, kind of a
well,
scramble for it, and picked up by Japal. Regather everything and let the set happen. Drop it off to Wilkinson. He'll quickly give it to Ramey. Ramey will throw it over to Japal. Japal will drop it out to Kamari. Kamari will throw it over to Ramey. Ramey will think about passing to Wilkinson, but throw it over to Japal. Japal tried to get it into Jordan, but he was guarded quickly. Ramey, and 1!
Yeah, good take there from Eli, able to get into the middle of the zone. Foul is on Vlakovic.
Ramey will head to the line for his first appearance of the night. And that will fall. Collinsville shooting pretty well from the line.
Yep. Breon McKinney in for Lincoln will take the place of Clark. And Hunter Thorpe will come in for Collinsville. So this is the ultra small lineup for Lincoln, running Vlakovic at center, basically. Is that, well, Stolzenberg wasn't ready for the pass.
No, he really wasn't.
That, Coach Alexander giving Stolzenberg the look of that.
What was that, dude?
Yeah, like, that nobody in Lincoln wants to receive.
As Wilkinson will, using his shot, and he's pointing to something. I'm not sure. But
20, yeah, in the front court, so it's 20, yeah.
But that's picked away by Stolzenberg, and him and Ramey kind of slip and slide it across the floor, and it will be a foul on Ramey. That's his first foul, and it will be Lincoln ball just on Collinsville's side of half court.
So it will be a full 35 seconds. As in the front court, it's 20.
As Stolzenberg will bring it across half court, guarded by Ramey. About loses it, but he'll throw it over to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will drop it off to Komnick. Komnick will throw it in the corner for All. He thought about the 3.
Great closeout from Jace.
Yeah. Back out to Stolzenberg, over to McKinney. McKinney will drop it off to Komnick. Komnick guarded by Ramey. Ramey will pass it to Stolzenberg to Tungate for 3, and that's off the mark. But Komnick able to get the rebound, but is poked out by him. And that will be Collinsville ball, as there's a bit of a scramble between Tungate and Kamari.
Tungate's not on the floor. Oh, it's Vlakovic.
Or Vlakovic, excuse me. Kamari will inbound it to Ramey, back over to Kamari. Guarded by Stolzenberg, back to Ramey. Ramey double teamed, he'll pass it into Jordan. Jordan over to Kamari. Kamari over to Wilkinson in the corner. Jordan on the, Jace on the wing. He'll bring it up front, over to Kamari. Kamari back to Jace, back to Kamari, into Ramey. Ramey will bring it out, back out to Kamari, 11 on the shot clock. He'll travel, or no,
Nope.
we have a foul.
And they're going to get McKinney for the block.
That's his first foul.
4th team foul for the Railers, so Collinsville will be shooting.
Yes. Or no, 4th foul, so they will not be shooting.
No, they'll be shooting going
Yeah,
forward.
yes.
Yeah. Apologies for the confusion.
As Ramey inbounds it to Wilkinson. Quickly to Kamari, back to Wilkinson. Thought about the 3 over to Ramey, who was pretty open but decided not to shoot. Over to Jordan, back out to Kamari. Deep 3, and he gets that to fall. And that will extend Collinsville's lead to 7, as it is 16-9 with 3:25 left to go in this first half. As you have Komnick in the corner, he'll pass out to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg looking for help, back over to Komnick. Komnick will throw it out to Vlakovic. Vlakovic to All. He'll pull it from about 15, and that rolls around. And Hunter Thorpe tried to get a rebound, but it slipped out of his hand, and it will stay with Collinsville,
No,
or with Lincoln,
that way.
that way. Which you can't see us pointing, but
Right.
yeah,
Away.
you're right.
Away from us.
Yes, as All will inbound to Vlakovic, who will drop it off to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, guarded by Ramey, over to Komnick. Komnick pulls up, and that hit the back of the iron as Hunter Thorpe will pick up a rebound and drop it off to Ramey. Ramey will quickly bring it over, and he'll pass it over to Kamari. Kamari looking for some help, and decide to throw it over to Wilkinson. Back out to Kamari. Kamari thought about the 3, but decides to not. And he'll pass it over to Wilkinson in the corner for 3. And that's just a bit too far as Komnick will pick up the rebound and quickly bring it back across half court. Komnick will throw it over to McKinney. McKinney in the quarter, guarded by Hunter Thorpe. He'll throw it over to McKinney, or back to McKinney, and that's a foul on, I believe, Hunter?
Yeah, 33.
That's Hunter's first foul, and that's 3 fouls for Collinsville here in the second quarter. McKinney will be shooting.
Caleb Garcia set to come back in for Collinsville. I would assume he'd be taking the place of Hunter.
Yes.
Collinsville going to go with a bigger lineup to, as McKinney makes the free throw.
Well, team's shooting very well from the line.
Oh, actually going to come in for Kamari. So yeah, a really big lineup for Collinsville.
Yeah.
With Thorpe, not really a post player, but Hunter at 6'5", Jordan at 6'6".
Hunter's like 6'3".
Or that he's listed at 6'5" on the roster. He may not actually be 6'5", but that's what the roster says.
Hey, we'll take it.
Anyway,
As Hunter will bring it across half court over to Ramey on the Sea of Collins. Ramey will throw it over to Wilkinson. He thought about the 3, but he's guarded closely by McKinney and decided not to. He'll bring it back out on top. Wilkinson will go on the wing, and he'll pull up for 3. Unable to get that fall as Komnick will pick up a rebound and quickly drop it off for Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg will gather it on the top of the post quickly as he's guarded by, there's Komnick, guarded by Ramey. He'll throw it out to, that's Vlakovic, excuse me. He'll throw it to McKinney, over to All. All back out to Komnick, over to Vlakovic again. Back over to Komnick. Komnick, as he'll pick up a foul, or no, Ramey will pick up a foul, I guess. Reach,
hand reach.
check.
4th team foul for Collinsville. DeAndre will come back in.
For Ramey.
Yeah, it's also one of the funnier things. Well, I don't know if it's funny, but one of those things. Caleb's guarding Stolzenberg. Caleb is 6'7". Stolzenberg is 5'7". And that might be a little generous.
Yeah.
So
He also probably weighs about 100 pounds.
yeah, So just an observation there. Anyway,
As Stolzenberg will throw it over to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will cut down the baseline. Great pass in to Komnick, and he'll have an easy layup as it's cut down. The lead's cut down to 4 as DeAndre will inbound it to Wilkinson. Back over to DeAndre, and Stolzenberg quickly picks him up, and he decided to give it back to Wilkinson. Back to DeAndre. DeAndre will throw it into Caleb Garcia. Caleb will throw back to DeAndre. DeAndre thought about the 3, Over to Thorpe, back to DeAndre, over to Thorpe again as he'll cut the baseline, juke one man, and that's a bit too far. And the rebound will be picked up by Awe, who will quickly drop it off to Komnick. Komnick brings it back over, gives it to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg to Vlahovic. Vlahovic to McKinney. McKinney, great back cut. Oh, but say it's a block from Garcia.
Man, Coach Alexander just picked up a technical.
Yeah.
He is livid. That is the
first technical.
Second. That is the second I have seen. The first one in 6 years. But that, yeah.
That's the first technical foul I've ever seen.
The first one I've seen from Coach Al since the 2019 semifinal against Mundelein. Again, down at that basket as Jace makes the first free throw. Whew, there's some.
Woo!
Yeah, shows that even after 45 years coaching basketball, Coach Alexander can still get pretty fired up. Anyway, Jace makes the second one, and it'll be Collinsville ball. Kamari will come in, replace Hunter. 28.6 seconds to go.
As Kamari will inbound. There's a bit of a delay. I'm not sure. Shot clock or? Yeah, they're going to turn it off.
Yeah.
Kamari will inbound to DeAndre just behind half court. He bring it over the half court line, and no rush because the shot clock is off. 20 to play. DeAndre will look at his options and decide to go. He'll go over to Jordan, who will bobble it a little bit. Back out to DeAndre. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will look, throw it over to Kamari for deep three. Unable to get that to fall as All will pick it up and throw it to Vlahovic, but the time will expire, and at the half, Collinsville will lead the Lincoln Railers 18-12. We will be back in just a minute here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants. It all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
We welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We are at halftime here of the Red Eye Special. Collinsville with an 18-12 lead. I'll go ahead and run down the stats for you. Your leading scorer in this one is Carson Komnick. He has 8. And only 2 other scores for Lincoln. Tate Awe with 3, and Breon McKinney with 1. Collinsville, they are led by Jace Wilkinson with 5. Kamari Mays, DeAndre Brown, and Eli Ramey with 3 each. And Jordan Taylor and Caleb Garcia with 2. Lincoln, 4 of 20 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Collinsville, 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Rebound battle in favor of Collinsville, 15-10. 6 fouls for Collinsville, 5 for Lincoln. 7 turnovers for Collinsville compared to just 2 for Lincoln. Of course, included in those, I guess not, because it's under technicals. So, yeah, we have a bench tech assist to Lincoln. And, yeah, it was 6-5 Lincoln after 1, and then Collinsville outscored Lincoln 13-6 in the second. It'll go ahead and take one more break and be back for second half action here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
We welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as we wrap up halftime here in game number 8 of day 2 here in the main gym. And how do you think the first half went, Zach?
All right, I guess.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's the typical.
Second quarter was pretty good. It's it's Collinsville. It's a Lincoln score at halftime.
Typical Lincoln score, man. 18 to 12.
Yeah, 18 to 12, but it's better than
better than yesterday.
Yeah, it's not the worst we've seen. We've seen. Oh gosh, what was the score at halftime?
It was 11 to 9 at halftime.
Oh, I was thinking back to the game.
Oh, 52 to 2 was the worst.
No, no, not that. The Lincoln Madison game.
Yeah, it was 11 to 9, I think.
I didn't think it was that high score.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. That's probably right.
I know Lincoln beat a team 26 to 16 earlier this year, though. That was without a shot clock.
Well, up until a couple years ago, it was without the shot clock. But anyway,
as Kamari will inbound to Jace Wilkinson. Wilkinson will throw it over to Brown. Brown will throw it over to Caleb in the corner. Throw it over to Kamari and pass it over to DeAndre on the wing. DeAndre guarded by Komnick. Kamari will throw it over to Jace. Will quickly throw it in the corner for Caleb, who's kind of pushed as DeAndre tried to throw it to Jordan, but that's ripped away by Tungate. Tungate will throw it over to Komnick, who thought about the three, but decided not to, as Vlakovic will throw it over to Hayes. Hayes will pass it out to Tungate, over to Awe, back over to Komnick. Is some great ball movement from Lincoln, but that's unable to fall, as Caleb Garcia will pick up another rebound and drop it off to DeAndre.
Yeah, the old school, three or 5-man weave. That's Lincoln's whole offense. Back in the before shot clock era, I've seen Lincoln run a minute and a half just doing that. Ball knocked out of bounds. Nice catch made there by Eli. I think
it was Eli or Noah, one of the two. Anyways, as Kamari will inbound, push it in the 5-second violation, but got it off in time as DeAndre will pass it to Jordan, a bit of a scramble for it, and Tungate will pick it up and he'll go up with it, but decides not to dunk it as he kind of smoked it. And Komnick
you think he can dunk?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. You got a foul down here anyway. It'll be on Kamari.
He looked like he was going to, but I don't know.
There are.
He is like.
I don't even know if Caden Froby could. I don't know if I ever saw Caden Froby dunk.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody from Lincoln dunk.
Oh, and Jermaine Hamlin, Gavin Block. Well, that was a bit before our time, but definitely before your time, as Komnick makes the free throw.
Very, very good shooting.
Yeah.
For our both teams from the line.
Combined 7 of 8 now.
8 of 9. As Kamari will Inbound it to DeAndre. DeAndre will bring it up and got to get it across half court. He'll get it over to DeAndre. And
there we go.
DeAndre will gather it, drop it off to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will dribble it a little bit and pass it over to DeAndre. DeAndre back over to Wilkinson. Thought about passing to Kamari, decided not to because it's kind of wedged in the corner. He'll bring it on the wing. Got to move it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. He'll give it back to Kamari. Jordan in the corner. Kamari deep three. And just a bit short as Komnick will pick up the long rebound. Komnick will bring it across half court for all who thought about a real deep three but decided to give it back to Komnick. Over to Vlahovic in the corner, guarded by Japal.
DePaul is a college in Chicago, Josh.
I realize that as DeAndre Brown will pick up a steal and go right to the rim and get a nice layup over Hayes.
DeAndre with 5 points now.
Komnick will bring the ball up and pass it over to Tungate. Tungate will pass it back to Komnick. Tungate with a deep three. And a bit too far as DeAndre Brown will pick up a rebound. Guarded by Tungate. DeAndre will pass it over to Kamari. Kamari will. Jordan wants it, but Kamari decided to pass over to Wilkinson. Back to Kamari. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Kamari to DeAndre. DeAndre back to Kamari. Kamari will split some defenders and may have traveled. Drop it off to Japal, who will get that to fall, and it will be 22-14 in favor of the Collinsville Kahawks as Komnick will inbound it to Tungate and quickly back to Komnick. Komnick.
There it is. Anyway, we're tired, folks, if you can't tell.
We got a timeout from Coach Al, and that will be a full timeout, and we'll take one as well here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Student Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
We welcome you. We welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Oh, boy.
We are
up. Okay, shot up from Komnick is good.
We're a bit slap happy here, folks.
Oh, boy.
As DeAndre will pass the ball to a man in the second row, and that will be a turnover.
All right, let's figure that out here. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We are not that funny that we need to be laughing at our own jokes this much. All right, but in fairness, it is 10:30. We have been here for literally 12 hours. Ooh, nice backdoor cut.
Komnick will get a layup.
That is the Lincoln way. Komnick with 14
of their 18 points. As DeAndre is closely guarded, got to get it across half court, which he will, and pass it off to Wilkinson. As temperature is significantly risen in here.
Maybe, I guess we've been talking about it being cold in here all day, and I guess Smith turned the heat on, or the janitors turned the heat on.
I guess so, as Kamara will pass it off to great pass to Jordan Taylor, and he's fouled. That will not fall for him, though, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Foul is on Hayes. His first, team first.
Collinsville student section is in full force tonight, even though it is late.
Yeah, it's probably the best student section we've had in all 3 games, and it's in the red-eye game on day 2.
As Jordan Taylor will make that free throw. He's up to 5 points now. Or, no, 3. Excuse me.
Now we have, let's see if we can find a final on that Althoff Rockford East game.
It was real close.
It's over by now, I would think.
You would think so.
We'll check on that in a minute.
As Jordan will make that second free throw as well. Comnick will bring the ball up for Lincoln. He'll throw it over to Tungate. Tungate will observe his options as he's got to get it across half court, which he will. He'll pass it over to All. All will throw it to Hayes in the corner. Hayes back out to Tungate. Tungate thought about the 3, but gives it to Comnick for 3, and that's a bit too far as DeAndre will pick up a rebound and quickly pass it off to Japal. Japal will go right to the rim with it, but he traveled. And that's another turnover for Collinsville, which is something they've struggled with a little bit this year.
Yeah, that was something that Coach Lee really harped on. And, you know, I know for Coach Lee it was always keep it under 10. I think for Collinsville, if you can keep it under 15 or so, I think you're feeling.
And Coach Chow is going to try and keep it under 5. As All in the corner for 3, and that's a bit off as a bit of a scramble, but picked up by Tungate. Tungate is double teamed.
Yeah, I was like, that's a foul. That's a foul.
And Kamari will pick up his second foul. That's Collinsville's second foul of the quarter.
Ramey back in will take the place of Brown. We'll get a high five from everybody on the bench, at least until he gets to his seat.
As All will look to inbound, and he will to Comnick. Comnick guarded by Mays. Comnick over to Tungate, over to All, back out to Comnick. Comnick tried to make a layup, got his own rebound, and I think that will be an over-the-back call on.
No, they're going to get Jordan. I
Jordan,
don't know why
yeah.
Kamari's so upset. The foul is, Jordan picks up his first, third team foul, and Carson Comnick will head to the free throw line.
Quite a few free throws.
Yeah.
As he makes it, he's up to 15 now. Has 15 of their 19 points.
Random observation. It definitely looks like his dad.
Yes, he does. Just a bit more hair, no offense, Josh.
No offense to Josh if you're listening, as Josh is a card-carrying member of the Bald-Headed Brotherhood.
As he is actually down there broadcasting
as
well.
Color commentator for the Lincoln radio station. Has been doing that for better part of a decade anyway.
Hazen on the wing. He'll pass it off to All, who may have traveled, but will throw it over to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will drop it off to Tungate, but there will be a foul called on DeAndre Brown. Vlakovic, offensive foul, excuse me.
Timeout, Collinsville. Full. Full timeout. All right, yeah.
So we will also take a timeout here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network, and we will be right back.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
We welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as we have just over 2 minutes left to play here in this third quarter as Collinsville Kahawks lead the Lincoln Rail Splitters 24-20.
That's Josh Roseman.
Yes, that is my name.
I am Zach Roseman. Now that you're here with us, as I forgot to reset the camera, pardon me, folks. 2:12 to go here in quarter number 3 as we approach the 11 o'clock hour.
Yeah, it's not early.
Yeah, especially when we've been here for 11. Yeah, probably about 11 hours at this point.
Tomorrow will throw it over to Jace. Jace will throw it over to Ramey in the corner. Ramey will juke a defender, but He missed it, and Tungate will pick up a rebound. He'll bring it across half court, drop it off to Komnick with some speed, go right to the rim, but that's knocked out of here by JaPaul.
I thought that went. Did that go off of Komnick?
No, I think JaPaul had a block.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was another touch, but
Guess not.
Men in Stripes will say Komnick with another bucket. He has 18.
Yeah, I mean,
It has turned into the Carson Komnick show for Lincoln.
as it's now a 2-point game.
Yeah, Lincoln showing some fight here.
Yes, we know they do. As Ramey will throw it over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the wing. He'll maybe travel, but pass it off to Kamari. Kamari's kind of stuck in the corner, looking for some help as he tries to avoid it.
Gotta try and work the. JaPaul's open.
Yeah.
Gotta work the backside of the zone.
As he'll pass it to Jordan on the corner, but he loses it, and it's knocked out by Eli Ramey, and it will be Lincoln ball.
Yeah, that's something that MacArthur were able to do. If you can get it over everybody, if you can rotate the zone, you can. Yeah, I mean, we said it earlier. The zone is at its weakest in the middle and from behind it. So here we go.
As Komnick's guarded by Kamari on the wing, Komnick will look for some help, but thought about a three. Throws it over to Hayes. Hayes will throw it over to Vlakovic in the corner. Vlakovic back out to Tungate. Tungate will throw it over to in the corner, or Komnick, in the corner for three, but that's unable to fall. As Jace Wilkinson will throw the ball quickly up to Ramey, who will cut the baseline, but he's fouled.
On the floor.
On the floor. I believe that'll go against Hayes.
Yes.
That's his second personal foul.
DeAndre Brown back in. Kamari will have a seat, so this is a kind of the smaller lineup for Collinsville.
Besides Jordan, but
well,
you want to have a
run it. I don't think we would run a. I mean, I guess we could run like Kamari and run JaPaul at center, but I don't think that's a lineup we've run.
Yeah. As Jace will back it out and then get it screen set by Jordan, who will throw it over to DeAndre in the corner, back out to Wilkinson on the wing.
Collinsville can basically hold for one here, about a second differential.
Jordan was going to set a screen, but Wilkinson told him to back off as he'll set another screen, and he had a wide open teammate but decided not and try and make his own shot as there's a scramble, and there will be nothing as it's waved off.
Lincoln wanted a foul down here as Jordan maybe extended the elbow a bit, but we're going to go ahead and take another break, come back for the fourth quarter here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
We welcome you back here into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for one more quarter of action here tonight on day 2 of the 2025 Prairie Farms Holiday Classic as Collinsville Kahawks are...
Well, sorry to interrupt you, but I guess it's not guaranteed, is it?
What do you mean? Well, okay.
Well,
I want to go home. It's 10:40.
We do not want it.
Last scheduled quarter of basketball here for today.
We haven't had one in the tournament. Backdoor play.
Ooh, he will travel, yes.
Yeah. DeAndre did a good job. That's that's another one that Lincoln have had for a while. Yeah. It was so popular that I think Coach Lee even borrowed it. I was like, it's not stealing. It's not like Lincoln can't run it anymore.
No.
But Coach Lee definitely had that one in the playbook.
As Wilkinson will pass it off to JaPaul, who will throw it into Jordan. He's just going to go up with it, but he smoked it and then knocked it over to DeAndre. He'll pull it for 3, and that's good. And that will end the lead to 5 for Collinsville.
DeAndre with 8, which I believe leads Collinsville.
Yeah, I believe it does.
Not the leading scorer, as Komnick has 18.
As Vlahovic will go right to the rim, but that bounces in and out as Japal will pick up the rebound and drop it off to Brown. Brown will baseball pass it to Ramey. Ramey back out to Brown. Brown will tell Wilkinson to move over, and you'll see Japal Hudson move around. He'll pass it off to Ramey in the corner. Ramey tried to pass it to Japal, but decides to give it to Brown. Back out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will throw it over to Japal, over to DeAndre in the corner. DeAndre thought about it. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will pull it for 3, and that's a bit short as Komnick will pick up the rebound for Lincoln. Komnick quickly will move back across half court. He'll throw over to Vlahovic in the corner. Back out to Tungate. Over to Awe. Over to Hayes.
Nope, that's Clark again.
Or Clark, excuse me.
Yep. Komnick stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he did.
Too far out from the basket.
As we have a barn burner here in Collinsville.
I don't know if I'd quite call it a barn burner, but a pretty good game. We've had some barn burners, including over in the auxiliary gym. Althoff winners over Rockford East, 47-45 on a buzzer beater by
somebody.
We'll say Luke Smith. I have no idea. We'll have to check, as that might have been a travel, but
he'll get it to fall. And now he has 10 points, the same as his number. We have a timeout called by Coach Neil Alexander, and we will also take a short break here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network and be right back with the rest of the action.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
We welcome you back in here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as we have just over 6 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter, as Lincoln will inbound the ball. Komnick will inbound it to Tungate, and he'll drop it back off for Komnick, guarded by DeAndre. Komnick will throw it over to Vlahovic, guarded by Japal, out to Clark. Clark passes it to Komnick. Komnick tried to go over Jordan, but decided not to, and then Jordan will pick up a foul. That's his.
Nope.
No?
I'm going to give it to DeAndre.
On DeAndre, that's his second. No real foul trouble for either team besides Brody Tungate having 3 fouls.
He had 3 in the first 5 minutes, so not as bad now. Decent ways into the fourth quarter.
As Komnick will hit that free throw. Very solid free throw performance for both teams.
Yep. Winner of this game will play in the 5th place game tomorrow at 2:30. Loser will play for 7th at 1 o'clock.
Komnick will also hit that, and we'll see Kamari Mays come back in. He'll take the spot of Japal Hudson.
Komnick with 20 points.
Yes.
This is
all but 4 of Lincoln's points.
So it's that, the free throw from McKinney, and Awe has a 3.
Yes.
Tungate has not scored.
Yes. As DeAndre will pass it over to Jace. Deep, or 3 in the corner, but that's a bit too far, and it will roll around, picked up by Komnick. Komnick will quickly move it, and it's just kind of let go of it as DeAndre will regain possession of the ball.
Probably the smart thing to do, but you got to push the basketball there, in my opinion.
Yes, he'll drop it.
But you're up 5, so I guess no point in
He'll drop it off to Jace. Jace will big hook pass over to DeAndre in the corner, over to Ramey, back out to Wilkinson, over to Kamari in the corner, closely guarded, as Jordan's double teamed, really struggling to find some help as he'll pass it out to Kamari. Kamari will bring it over. He'll pass it out to Jace. Deep 3, and that's off the back of the iron. And Jordan will pick up a foul, but there's a
foul on the floor. And they're going to give that to Clark.
And that's his first foul.
Hayes back in for Lincoln. Will take the place of Clark.
As we have a very, very low scoring matchup here in Collinsville. as DeAndre will throw it all the way out to Ramey as Kamar will cut right to the rim, but he's kind of body checked and just lost it. But he wanted a foul.
Got bumped off of Lincoln. No foul, which he maybe could have. Lincoln fans not thrilled with that one. Good job by Hayes.
Yeah, as DeAndre will move it, and he'll throw it over to Wilkinson. Over to
That's
Kamari. He'll take a three, and that's short, but he will get fouled and go to the line for 3 shots.
That was a moving screen on Eli. It just was.
Well,
it just.
These refs want to go home, man.
Yeah, it's quick. The Lincoln assistants are demonstrating what he was doing. But anyway,
I wonder if Lincoln are going home tonight.
No, they get a hotel usually. Anyway, Kamar to shoot 3 with 3 points.
First one
and
will
now
fall.
4. We were talking during the quarter break, first to 30 wins, and Allensville have done so.
Maybe first to 40, but as Kamar's second will also fall. One more for him. Some noise being made by some Lincoln kids as Kamari makes all 3 of them.
Now with 6 points.
Tungate will pass it over to Komnick, who's guarded by DeAndre.
Collinsville will give Lincoln a taste of their own medicine here.
Yes.
Going 1-2-2 press, but dropping it back into man-to-man, which I don't think Lincoln will ever run man-to-man.
Yeah, no. Good juke there by Tungate, but Jordan said bye-bye, and that will be Lincoln ball as Jordan picked up probably about his 3rd or 4th block of the day.
2 pretty good ones, at least.
Yes.
He might have another 1 or 2.
As we'll see Komnick inbound the ball right under the basket. Is Tungate will throw it back out to Komnick. Tungate will pass it over to Vlakovic, guarded by Kamari. Back out to Tungate. He'll drive and got the foul, but not the bucket, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Foul is on Ramey. That's Eli's 3rd.
Tungate still looking for his first points, although he's probably got at least 5 assists, as he is a key factor in Lincoln scoring.
Makes that one.
And that is his first bucket of the game. Second one also good from Tungate. Ramey will quickly move up the court. He's got to get across half. He'll kind of nutmeg the 2 of them and give it to DeAndre. DeAndre will gather it. Tried to drive, but closely guarded by, that's Tungate, and he'll throw it over to Ramey. Ramey back out to DeAndre, over to Kamari, who thought about the 3, give it to Jace. He also thought about the 3, but back out to Kamari. Over to Jace. Jace will betray his options and give it back out to Kamari. Kamari will just kind of throw up a Hail Mary that's unable to fall, as you'll see all pick up a rebound. He'll throw it over to Komnick. Komnick will bring it across half court. Over to Vlakovic in the corner. Vlakovic back out to Tungate. Tungate will kind of hold on to it and think about it for a second. He'll throw it back over to Vlakovic, back to Tungate, and it's poked away by DeAndre, and just, I guess neither one wanted to put in the effort to go get it.
Yeah, and it's like, we're tired. It's there. DeAndre wasn't going to get to it. Komnick knew it was off DeAndre. No point in running.
So it will be Lincoln ball as all will inbound it back out to Tungate. Tungate will bring it across half court, guarded by Ramey, and go right to the bucket, and kind of, I think Kamari kind of poked it out of the way as Jordan tried to get the block, but just kind of missed it, because as you see, all will inbound it right to Komnick, and he just has an easy layup as it leads back down to 4 here for Collinsville. See, Jess Wilkinson throw it over to Ramey. And that's
that's
carry.
That's a carry. Yeah.
And I think, timeout, Coach Matthews. He will take a 30-second timeout, and so will we, and we'll be right back here in just a minute on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network.
Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for veterans in need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878.
We welcome you back in maybe one more time, I'm not sure yet, here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, as you'll see Carson Kobnick inbound to Tungate. Tungate guarded by Ramey as he brings it across half court. Tungate will throw it over to Kobnick. Kobnick will split a defender as Kamari kind of fell.
Oh, the wrong one. All right. Anyway, Tungate with it, getting it to Hayes. He's got Ramey guarding him. That's a bit of a mismatch. All right, you good? Anyway, left-handed shot. Well, yeah, that is Vlahovic's dominant hand. As Vlahovic with his first points of the night. Lincoln crowd making some noise. It is a 2-point game.
Excuse me as I choke on some air as Ramey will bring the ball across half court. May have traveled. Lincoln wanted it, but he'll throw it over to Brown. Brown will think about a three, throw it over to Ramey. Ramey will pick it up and throw it back over to DeAndre. DeAndre will bring it out back on top as Jordan tried to set a screen but kind of failed as Jace is in the corner. Throw it back out to DeAndre. DeAndre will throw it over to Jace for three, and that's way short as he'll airball. And Ramey tried to pick up a rebound but failed, picked up another one, and gets another one, and finally gets it to fall.
Eli Ramey with 5 points.
Yeah,
That,
it's
I
pretty
believe,
good showing.
I think he had 5 in the Mount game, in the Mount Vernon game. I think he had 5.
Hayes in the corner. He'll give it to Kobnick. Kobnick kind of a big dribble as he'll throw it to Vlahovic and over to Tungate. Tungate will try to get around, but they'll call a foul on Ramey. Maybe a bit soft, but that's his fourth.
Yes.
As Ramey's had quite a bit of minutes here in this game.
Yeah, just kind of playing the matchups. I have not seen a ton of Caleb Garcia here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, just playing the matchups, I guess.
It's working decently well, so.
Yeah.
See Tungate guarded by Ramey on the post. He'll throw it over to Kobnick for three, and he drains it. And it is a 1-point game, and we'll have a timeout, I believe, Coach Al.
Yeah.
And that's a full timeout, and we will be back here in a little bit here on the K-Hawks Broadcast Club Student Network.
Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former K-Hawk State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846.
We welcome you back in to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for this last game on day one, or day two, excuse me.
Yep.
And it is a 1-point ball game here as the Collinsville K-Hawks lead the Lincoln Rail Splitters 34-33 as DeAndre Brown will quickly inbound to Jace Wilkinson. He'll throw it over to Kamari. Kamari's got to get across half court as he's double teamed and struggling, and no 10-second violation called as all of Lincoln fans and staff wanted it.
Wanted the travel, I think.
Yeah, that
which,
too.
I don't know. There might have been.
As Ramey will look for some options, he'll pass it off to Kamari. Kamari will try to drive, but
got to get a good shot here.
good defense from Tungate as he'll drop it off for Wilkinson as Ramey's forced to pull up, and Kind of.
Hey, hit the rim.
Yeah. But
foul intentionally.
Yeah.
Foul intentionally at 15. Not Eli, ideally.
As Jace will be forced to foul.
No. Foul him, Eli.
As Kamari will pick up the foul, I
believe. Was he shooting?
I
think they're discussing it.
I don't believe.
On the floor.
Which is a big sigh of relief if you're Collinsville. 18-8.
Oh, they are going to call it shooting.
Oh.
Okay.
Tungate will go to the line as he is.
Well, actually, I don't know if this is a bad thing. Honestly, if Collinsville, I want to play offense first.
All right, it is a tie ball game here. 34-34, 18.8 left to go.
As you have time. You do not need to rush.
As Tungate will big free throw as he is 3 of 3. And he will drain it 4-4, and Lincoln will take, I believe, their first lead of the game.
No, they led early.
As
go.
We have
right at it.
Wilkinson will call a timeout. Yeah. That's a good timeout.
Collinsville do have one more after this.
Full.
So we'll just go ahead and keep it here.
Yeah.
Collinsville do have another one that they can use. I guess. Well, you have to look at your priorities. You have to look at what are your best shots. The absolute best shot, of course, would be a wide open layup.
Yes.
I don't know that we have anything that'll get us a wide open layup against the 1-2-2.
I don't know.
The next best option is a wide open 3.
Which may be a little bit more achievable.
Maybe.
But Lincoln defend very well.
Yeah,
zone defense is
the absolute worst shot is the contested 15 to 19 and a half footer.
Yeah.
Don't want that. Obviously, you're going to look at, who are your big shot makers? Obviously, Jace would probably be the guy.
DeAndre's probably
DeAndre's had the best game tonight.
Jordan, if he can get to the bucket.
Yeah, if you can get Jordan a good touch. And there is time. You have 13 seconds. It's not just.
I don't think there'll be any exchanges and players for either team.
No, I think you go quick, and if you can get a baseline at 4, and then maybe try and work a lot.
As DeAndre will quickly pass it off to Kamari. Kamari will drop it off to Jason in the corner, guarded by Vlakovic. Back out to Jordan. Kamari struggles with it and will run to the rim, get a floater. No, and that'll do it as Lincoln will.
Oh, we have a foul.
There's a foul.
We have a foul.
As Lincoln were kind of storming the court, but there is a foul called, and Collins will be shooting free throws.
Lincoln cannot believe it.
Collins will have
with no time left.
There is 0.0 seconds on the clock.
But it had to have been before the buzzer.
Which they said it was, so Jordan will go to the line.
They're going to – oh, man.
Oh, now they're going to talk about it.
Man, they're going to lose their minds. You can't change it.
No, they're going to let him shoot as Lincoln are going to play back. I mean, there's no time. If he makes it, makes both, we win. Makes one, we go to overtime. Misses both, Lincoln will hold on as he'll make it, and we are tied. And Jordan Taylor has the chance to pull off a very kind of
one of the weird,
interesting buzzer beater, I guess, even though there's no time. And for the win. And we are going to overtime for the second straight year in this game. 35-35.
It always in the red eye game. It is 11 o'clock.
It is 11:01 here in Collinsville, and we are going to overtime as Josh Komnick over there took his headset off, and he is fuming right now.
Yeah.
Man, Collinsville's loving it. This is fun.
This is everything. It's always the game like this. Man.
Woo.
All right. Well,
as Todd Duke's blaming it on us for it going to overtime. Although we did joke about it earlier.
Of course it did.
That's a very weird way to go to overtime, man. I've never seen free throws with 0.0 on the clock.
I've seen with like 0.1, 0.2. Actually, in a game involving Lincoln, which actually was the last game. There's a lot of comparisons here between this and that 2019 semifinal between Lincoln and Mundelein.
As this will be the
Coach Alexander picked up a tech early in the game. There were free throws at the very end of the game to decide the win, and in that semi, Lincoln wound up losing.
As we will have the same two guys as the original tip-off, as Vlahovic and Jordan will go for it, as Jordan will win the tip-off, but it's picked up by Tungate. Tungate will throw it over to Awe, over to Komnick, over to Vlahovic in the corner, back out to Tungate, over to Awe, over to Hayes in the corner. Hayes will throw it out to Vlahovic. Very good defense from Collinsville, as that is Tungate, and he'll throw it to Vlahovic for three, and that's butter. 38-35 Lincoln. Collinsville, DeAndre will bring it in. He'll double team, gotta get it across half court, which he will.
One pass. Oh,
Jace Wilkinson.
Oh no, they turned the huddle camera off.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, we may have to go all audio here, folks.
All right,
we apologize.
Yeah, bear with us here until we can get that resolved.
We'll do our best to describe everything we can as DeAndre will pick it up in the corner.
All
DeAndre
right.
closely guarded by that's all. He'll give it off to Kamari. Kamari to Jace. Thought about the three. Back to Kamari. Deep three. Butter! We are tied at 38. 3:03 left to go here in overtime.
We have it back on.
All
right, it's back on. All right, we're good.
As Tungate will get the ball inbounded to him. Guarded by Ramey. There's some energy here in Collinsville.
Yeah.
Vlahovic will throw it over to Hayes.
Late night basketball.
Ooh, we love it, man.
Girls.
Tungate threw to Vlahovic, almost lost it. Comics stripped away. Oh, but there's a late foul called, and that's five.
Or no, that's on Jace.
That's on Jace.
Yeah, that's just two.
That's two.
Comnick will shoot some free throws. As the angle's been kind of thrown off here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just kind of.
Yeah, y'all can't see the basket, but you can see Comnick shooting. So we'll tell you if he makes it.
As he did. So 39-38 Railers. 2:34 left to go here. Very, very good shooting for both teams from the line. As he makes the second. 40-38 Railers as DeAndre will inbound the ball to Ramey. Ramey will bring it up. Throw it over to Jace. Got to get it across half court. Got to go. He'll pass it over to Ramey wide open. Decides not to shoot. Pass it off to Kamari. Kamari will throw it over to Brown. Brown will bring it out top. Drop it off to Kamari. Back out to Jace. Jace had a wide open man in the corner, but stayed with it. Got a good screen, but he'll miss it. And but
foul.
Foul on, I believe, Eli, and that's his fifth. And I think they're gonna
no bonus. So Lincoln would be shooting. Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah, it's 5. They're going to bring in Caleb Garcia.
So it'll be Vlahovic to shoot the free throws. Vlahovic with 4 points.
He's played quite a bit, though. I don't know if he's sat that much.
He started.
Yeah. There's some noise made by the student section. And it's a bit short, a bit too much backspin on there, kind of some Magnus effect.
There you go.
Using my science.
We love it. All right.
As he'll second shot. Oh, a bit too far. Overcompensated there. As DeAndre will pick up a rebound. DeAndre will throw it over to Kamari. 2:02 left to go here in overtime. Got to get it across. Timeout called by Kamari. I believe that is Collinsville's last time.
No, you get another.
You got more because it's overtime.
Yes, you get another one with the overtime.
They will call a full timeout,
and they. Oh.
Or
Oh, okay, yeah. The question is, did they get it over? And we'll say that they did.
okay.
Yeah. So it's like if he didn't, because if he didn't, that's a 10-second violation. Yeah, I don't know what the camera's doing.
Who knows?
Yeah, so y'all can't see either basket. We just needed to zoom out and move up a little bit. But
I don't know, man.
yeah, so it's just adding to the weirdness.
Man, this is the definition of a red-eye game. It is 11:07 here in Collinsville, and the crowd is not thinned up. It's about the same it's been all game.
Yeah, I mean it's
Collinsville student section is massive.
yeah, it's not new. Yeah,
even though you can't see it, you can't even see the scores table. As Collinsville already done with their timeout, as refs will go give Lincoln the signal to wrap it up, and we will continue as Lincoln lead the Collinsville K-Hawks 40-38, 1:57 left to go here in overtime. Kamari to inbound. He'll pass it off to Jace. Jace is guarded by Tungate. He's got to get it across. Got to get it across half court. I don't know. Kamari in strong double team, and I think they'll call a foul on Hayes.
Hayes or Awe.
And if that's Hayes, that's his fourth.
That's
Awe. And that's his first. So that's.
But that is the fourth team foul for
So
Lincoln.
they have no more to give.
Yeah, so Collinsville, any foul for either team will result in free throws.
Kamari will pass it into Jace. Jace will just stand there and see his options. Throw it over to DeAndre. DeAndre throw it back to Kamari. Get a screen from Jordan. Over to Caleb, over to Brown. Back out to Kamari. Kamari will tell Caleb to switch around. He'll throw it over to DeAndre for three. Too far. And
foul.
No foul called.
Wow.
As
Jordan
Tungate will get the rebound and
pulled
about threw it away.
Got pulled down and then tripped.
Komnick very closely guarded by DeAndre.
Lincoln will probably try and waste some time here.
Oh, you'd think so for sure. As Tungate will throw it over to Hayes.
Don't need to foul here. We have a timeout.
Timeout, Coach Al. A full timeout, and we will as well take a short timeout here on the K-Hawk Broadcast Club Student Network and be right back for the rest of this overtime.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
We welcome you back here into Collinsville. 1:06 left to go here in period number 5 as Lincoln lead Collinsville 40-38. It'll be Lincoln's ball.
16 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 6 left on the game clock. Collinsville do have the possession arrow.
Although neither team have a foul to give, as Lincoln are already in the bonus, as there's kind of a missed layup for Lincoln, as DeAndre will quickly bring it over. Jace for three, and it's a bit too far. Caleb Oman got the rebound, but it's picked up by Hayes. 47.5 left to go here.
Again, Collinsville do not need to foul.
Do not need to foul, and Lincoln are in the bonus. 40 seconds, brings it across half court, pass it off to Vlakovic. Vlakovic will bring it back and give it back to Tungate. Tungate will back it out. Bit close to that half-court line. 29 here to go. 14 on the shot clock, so Lincoln do have to take a shot as he's guarded by Kamari. Juke has a wide-open three, but wants to waste more time. 6 on the shot clock. He'll cut. And
up and under.
Oh, but it does not fall. 13.2 left to go. Collinsville ball.
They do have a timeout. Will they use it?
I don't think so. As DeAndre will throw it over to Jace. No dumb shots, please. But it hits the backboard.
And why are you checking with him? That's a.
It'll be Lincoln ball with 2.2 seconds left to go, and I believe Coach Al and Lincoln will call a timeout.
Well,
Full timeout.
Yeah, we'll just keep it here.
I mean,
Oh,
I guess you got to foul if you're Collinsville.
well, yeah, it was like you gotta
gotta
go.
foul.
I mean, you pretty much have to get a steal on the inbound.
You got to get a steal on the inbound, or you got to foul immediately and hope they miss both.
Well, you can get one. I
Or
mean,
hope they-
2.2. You pretty much got to get a steal. Or
Yeah.
that's it. Unless you can get a foul with no time running off that isn't an intentional.
Yeah, you don't want an intentional.
Well, but counting on that is not something that you can realistically do. Now there is time if you get a steal. It's probably put Jordan up top. Get your tallest guy.
Yeah.
We saw this a little bit happening against Collinsville
In the Edwardsville game.
In the Edwardsville game, yeah. So we're here we go.
Tungate to inbound. Jordan Taylor is going to do some jumping jacks right in front of him. 2.2
The Lincoln
here left
do
to
have
go.
a timeout if they're unable to get the ball in.
Into Komnick, immediately fouled by Jace. 1.4 left to go on the shot clock.
That is Jace's third.
So Komnick will go to the line. If he makes both,
just make them both.
If
Yeah,
he
there's
make-
no point in trying to mess around with missing something intentionally. Just make them both.
I mean, if you're Lincoln, you want to make both. Unfortunately for Collinsville, if he makes both, that just about does it because first one is good.
28.
He has 28 of their 41 points.
Yeah.
41-38 Lincoln, 1.4 left to go. Komnick has one more free throw.
This is the.
This is pretty much the deciding factor, and it's good. It is now a two-possession game, and Collinsville just got to throw up a prayer. But even if it goes in, and that'll do it. Second year in a row, Collinsville will fall to Lincoln in the same game in overtime. 42-38 is your final here for the final game of day number 2 at the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. As Zach, I mean, Collinsville just some.
I mean, probably it may have been a lucky break that that this game was even.
Yeah.
Able to go to overtime.
Those free throws.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. It was
something.
It was what it was. We're
not going to keep it on too long because it is late and we got to be back here tomorrow. But
so Collinsville will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow in the 7th place game against O'Fallon. We'll get a chance to avenge an earlier loss. Lincoln will advance to the 5th place game to take on Belleville East. That is scheduled for a 2:30 start. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Big thank you to everybody for watching and sticking with us here as the very late hour. Until tomorrow, we'll be over on Huddle at 10 a.m. 13th place game, Decatur Eisenhower against Quincy. Have it for you here on the Kahok. Kahok Sports Network on Huddle, and then we will have the Collinsville game here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. But until tomorrow, everybody stay safe out there, sleep well, and
have a good night.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.